Okay, so we're going to make some histograms, and the first problem that asks you to make a histogram is number 2. Okay, so we can see there are 4 bins. That is, there's 4 spreads of numbers for which there are counts. Okay, so the age is from 0 to 19. There's 47 people that went to the play. 20 to 39 is 43, and then 40 to 59 is 31, and then 60 to 79 there's 8. So the bins are laid out for a histogram on the horizontal axis. So I'm going to draw a line on this graph here on the horizontal axis, and I'm going to have a vertical axis. Now I'm going to scale these out differently. I mean, for one thing, because they have different units. We have number of people vertically, and then we have ages broken out horizontally. So let's see what would be a good, I'm just going to take the space that's available to me, and I want to use as much of it as possible. So let's say this is the first bin, second, third, fourth. Okay, now that's not too bad, but I think I could do better. I could spread it out just a little more. So if you consider one of these to be a square, okay, so let's take 2, 4, let's try 4, 6, 2, 4, 6. Okay, so this is better because it uses the whole vertical axis. The more area on the graph paper that you use for your graph, the more your eyes can see what's available to you. You know, the more your eyes can see the distribution of the data. So if you can keep your graph from being all cramped in one place or whatever, then that's a good thing. All right, so here's the bin. This is age. This whole, call this whole axis down here age. This is ages 0 to 19, 20 to 39, 40 to 69, 42, 59, and then 60 to 79, or above. I would assume it's just 60 and above. Okay, and now the number of people is going to be on the vertical axis. So how are we going to space that out? Okay, well, we got to go up to about 50. Okay, so that means, let's say 50 will be up here. So how many squares we got in here? We got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26. Okay, so it's 26 squares, and so then that's got to represent 50 numbers. So each square could be 2. That would take us well over 50. So let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8. Does this go 10? 6, 8, 10. 6, 8, 10. So that's 30. 6, 8, 10, 40. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay, here's, let's just double check. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 4, 6, 8, 10. So this is going to end here, right there. Okay, so here's 10, 20, 30, 40. And I'm going to put the top here. Okay, and then here's 50. Okay, now in the 0 to 19 bin, there are 47 people. Okay, so that's 2, 4, 6, and then halfway through. So we're going to go like here. It's not exact. So now we're going to complete this bin bar by coming all the way down to the division line. So, and we can put a, let's put a 40, so we'll put a 47 down here if we want. Okay. And then in the next bin, there's 43. So here's 42, so here's 43, 246. Okay, and then we come down to finish the bin bar. Okay, and then 40 to 59, we got 31. Okay, so here's 30, and then here would be 31. This would be 6. And then finally we have 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. Over here, and then down. Okay, so we got 47. We can put these numbers not too neat. I should left a little more room here at the bottom. But here I can do this. Let me erase this. 47, 43, 31, and 8, and then okay, and that's it. That's your histogram. You've got the axes, you got things labeled, and that's about it. And it shows you the shape of the data. Okay, you can see that the number of people in each age bin declines as people get older. So this is clearly not an event that was pitched towards seniors or something like that. This is, something pitched towards young people. It's a high school play, so you're gonna get a lot of high school kids at it. Okay, so that's the histogram. Now they want a cumulative frequency histogram. So how does that work? So let's go down a page here, and then now all that means is this, that each bin, you're going to have rolling totals for the bin. So the first bin will have 47, and then the next bin will be 47 plus 43, which is 90, I believe. And then the next bin will be the sum of the first two bins plus its own contents, 121, and so on. And so this is cumulative. Now this is usually used with percentages, and it shows you, but you can use it with absolute numbers too. That's okay. All right, so we're going to use the x-axis is going to be pretty much the same, but the y-axis obviously is going to be very different, because, so in other words, we have got the same bins, 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 6. Okay, and the bin distributions are the same, 0 to 19, 20 to 39, 40 to 59, and then 60 to 79. Okay, so these aren't changed. What's changed is what's going into each one. Now the first one, so we've got to go up to 130. Okay, so let's see what we have. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24. Now we've got to go up to 130. So let's see. Let's try this. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 80, 90, 100, 10, 20, 30. Now, so if we erase these numbers across the top here, put them down here. So we're going to have 47, 90, 121, and 129. Okay. So now we can erase this, and we have enough room to go up to 130. So that's good. Okay, so we're going to make the bars the same way we did before, the bin bars. So 47, so it's labeled as 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 10, 20, 30. Okay, and so we got 47. So here's 40, here's 45. 47 will be right here, 2, 4, 6, so there's 47. And the next one is 90. Oh, 90 is pretty easy. Let's draw the line going up to 90. 2, 4, 6 across, and then down. Okay, notice that these bars are going to do nothing but go up. 121. Okay, well here's 120 right here, so 121 is hardly even noticeable. 2, 5, 6. Notice with graphs, the numbers aren't exact, but it doesn't matter. And then 129. So what you're looking for is the overall shape of the data that's being revealed by the graph. Okay, and that is the cumulative frequency histogram in number 2. Okay, now this was pretty easy because it gave us the bins, and and it gave us the numbers for and all of that. So what do you do when they don't give you the bins? So let's look at that for a second. I'm going to pause it. I got to pause for a minute, and I'll come right back. Okay, so let's look at number 13. Okay, you have to make a histogram. Now, first of all, the years are not going to come into play here. All you're going to do is you're going to make a histogram of the distances. Now let's look at the numbers. They go from 119 to 140. Okay, so from 120 to 140 is 20 numbers, and then it goes to 119. So what I propose, here, let's put a vertical axis. I don't think we're going to use all of this, probably not very much. The big thing is, how do you figure out the buckets? Well, what I propose is include 25 numbers starting at 116. Let me show you what I'm going to do. And you just kind of play with this thing and figure it out. It all depends on the data that you're given. The main thing is that your bins must all be the same size. Okay, you can't have shifting size bins. So in other words, the breaks have got to match the breaks on your number line. So this will be 116 to 120. That's 5 numbers. 121 to 125. 126 to 130. I gotta stop for a second. Okay, so we got our bins here. 16 to 20, that's 5 numbers, 21, 25, 131 to 135, and 136 to 140. These are all the same size, they're each 5, and I picked them just based on what my data was. Now we're going to put counts in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 5. Okay, let's look at the data. From 116 to 120, we have 1. That's the 119 right here. Okay. Now, how many we have in the second bin? 124. Just 1. Okay. So here's what our graph looks like. 1 and then 1. From 126 to 130. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's double check. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so here is 126 to 130. There's 4. And then 133, there's 1. And then 136 to 140, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, like this. Oops. Yeah, that's right. And that's it. Here's the graph. Okay? That's how you make a histogram. Now, there's a way to do it on a calculator. Not everybody has a calculator. You're not expected to do that right now. If you wanted me to show you how to do that, I'll be happy to make that a separate lecture. Okay, bye.